her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame.
What is going on, people? Hang on a second. The whole thing's going nuts. There you go. I have no idea what the hell just happened.
What'd you do?
I got echo. Hang on a second. I don't know. I got echo. Hang on a second.
Echo. All right.
Oh, there you go. You'd think we knew what we were doing at this point. So what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Got the man, the myth, the legend, Da Beard with us. Going to talk about their fundraiser this summer and kind of catch up. It's been a hot minute since we did this, so I hope everybody is well. What's going on, Mr. Da Beard?
What is going on, man? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am living the dream. Let's see who we got here. We got Evil Rick, we got Troop, we got Salty Badger, Evil Rick's in the house behind Rudy. Hey, Big Gibbs in the house. New Jersey's in the house. Excellent day, Greg. Yeah, man. So it's good to see everybody. So we just kind of wanted to, well, first off, I wanted to put this together. Bob's here. The keyboard warrior has arrived. Go heckle Bob. Give him something to do in the side chat.
Bobby.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to get together and talk about the event and kind of touch base with you guys. So I appreciate you hanging out with us. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we're on my. This is confusing for people. Like, how the hell are you on a live with Beard to Beard on a Thursday? But yeah, man, it's gonna be
good planning, is what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's awesome, man. We got a big summer ahead of us. Lots of
24 is going to be a lot of fun, man.
24 is going to be absolutely amazing. So if you guys don't know, Beggars and Brews is doing an event, and I will leave it to Mr. Da Beard to talk about that. You want to go for it, sir?
Yeah, sure, man. So I think you know a lot of the people in this side chat might already know, but we're going to talk about it anyway. We decided, George and I decided, you know, we've spent this like last 4 years on YouTube, kind of trying to grow the channel, putting all our efforts into the channel and trying to make it as big as possible, trying to stay consistent, trying to get subs, you know, kind of focusing on basically on us. And we decided this year we wanted to do something a little bigger, a little more important than focusing on ourselves. And that was raising money for charity and more specifically veterans. So, you know, that's something that's really near and dear to our hearts, both having, you know, come from military families with our fathers having served, and myself having worked most of my adult working life with the military. So I have a ton of friends that served or are serving. So we wanted to do something for them. So we decided we were going to dedicate this whole year, 2024, to not worrying about our channel, not worrying about growing and, you know, making money for ourselves, but we were going to worry about raising money for veterans. So we decided, we picked Tunnel to Towers Foundation, which is pretty local to us. If you don't know them, they're based like out of New York, and they came about right after 9/11. They kind of dedicated their whole foundation to a fallen firefighter. So they do all kinds of work for both veterans, you know, wounded veterans and wounded first responders. They do things like they build custom homes that built to the needs of whatever the veteran or the person is that's injured. They pay off mortgages for families of fallen veterans, things like that. They have a lot of different areas that they use to serve the veterans and first responders. They're not small. You can see them on commercials on on football games and all over the TV. I know I know they have commercials on Fox News and stuff like that. So they're a pretty big organization, but you can never raise too much money, for our vets. We all know that our government doesn't do nearly enough for our veterans, our first responders. So it's kind of up to us as the people, kind of like, Adam Sandoval always says, we've all watched him and he's been raising money for veterans forever, and it's, about, serving them because, everything they've done for us. So all that to say, we've dedicated this whole year to raising money for them. And our big, initially our big idea was to do a poker run in the summer. And that kind of gradually turned into not just a poker run, but an actual big event, which I'm kind of calling a little mini, one-day rally. So we were in the middle of organizing, both of those things. And it's a lot. It's something we've never done before. That's why I talked to you and kind of recruited you in to come kind of help us out. We've got Sam, Superman, and Jay helping out, and George. I got another young lady that lives locally here who's been helping me out with some local stuff when she saw that we were doing it. So got a real good support system, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So the event is going to be July 13th. And if you're able to get to South Jersey for July 13th, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can come do the poker run. That's going to start in the morning. That's going to wrap up, around, sometime between 11 and 2. You should be able to arrive at where the event is at the Moose Lodge, where we're going to have this little rally going on. And there's going to be food trucks, music, vendors, bike games. Hopefully we can have like a bike show competition kind of thing, like a lot of people do, if there's enough people interested in entering their bikes. And hopefully we can have some type of little content creator meetup as well. You and I have talked about that. We haven't got that far into planning, but we really hope we can get some content creators to commit to coming, and then just kind of have a dedicated area for them to hang out, meet each other, photo ops, all that stuff, meet people that watch them and stuff like that. So trying to wrap all this into one big event. It's a lot, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm getting people emailing interested in being vendors. We've already kind of got 4 food trucks almost wrapped up, which is great because I wanted to have at least 4 because I'm hoping for a big turnout. So you're going to need, plenty of food available.
Sure.
George is working on the music because that's his area of expertise. We got a guy who reached out to us and wants to help, and he's kind of got all the equipment and everything just to kind of run it. So we're going to get with this guy, get some local bands, have some music, live music, and we should have a lot of vendors, motorcycle, related vendors and other kinds of vendors as well. I've had all kinds of different people reach out to me that want to be involved in this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're going to spend the rest of the year. If you guys haven't seen today's video, it just dropped at 6 o'clock. Watch that. If you're interested in going to Sturgis, you're going to want to watch it because we had a business reach out to us from Sturgis who owns a motel, hotel type of thing out there just outside of Sturgis. And they donated very generously 2 rooms for the second weekend of the rally for 3 nights. They just donated us to us to do with what we wanted to try to make money. So we are doing a raffle for that, and all the rules and whatnot are in that video. But basically, if you go to our link that we have set up for Tunnel to Towers Foundation, and you donate $20, every $20 gets you 1 entry to the contest. So
that's awesome. Bob, you have to do that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, sir.
Bobby V, throwing out the cash. Obviously, you can do more. You can do as much as you want, but every $20 increments would get you 1 entry in, and we're going to do a live drawing of that on March 28th. Here from the studio, we'll go live and we'll randomly draw that. So people got plenty of time. We're going to be promoting the heck out of it, and I know a lot of you guys that follow us regularly will probably get tired of hearing about it, but
too bad.
Got to keep talking about
it
money. So that it reaches, outside of our little network. We needed to get to all the bikers, not just the handful that we hang out with. So, it's going to be an ongoing thing. We've got some other things to raffle off this year. We're kind of just going to wait till after this one, but we've got other donations from other vendors for stuff to raffle off. So we got to get as much for these items that they gave us to raffle off, because that's all going towards, the pot. And if you haven't heard, we set a goal of $50,000 that we're trying to raise. So
That's
And
huge.
that's, for the whole year. That's not just from the event or, for now. That's the whole year. So we have until December 31st, 2024 to try to hit that goal. So it's a big number, but I think it's a pretty reasonable number as well.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that I can't emphasize enough, if you guys haven't checked out the link from today for the Sturgis Rally, or you know about it, the cool part about the fact that they're doing it in New Jersey, other than it is the greatest state in the world, it's not, but let's just go. It's Bon Jovi land. So, we got Bon Jovi and pork roll. But the really nice part about this is it's right off exit 5 of the New Jersey Turnpike. It's super easy to get to. The event is 10 minutes, if that, from all the hotels. The hotels are super cheap and they're quality hotels. So you're not going to a rally and dumping, $1,000, $2,000 into an event. It's going to be very affordable. It's going to be a great time. We're really looking to try and get, as the Beard said, creators together, have a chance to meet up for everybody. Kind of, we can promote each other as the community does. It's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. And there's so much positive stuff coming out of this. Got some, well, you can talk about sponsorship. That's your thing. But we've got some big names on board and some big names coming.
Yeah. We're really just getting rolling on it, but we've already got, I don't know, 6 or 7 sponsors. Mm-hmm. We're going to, I have no problem, saying who they are on here, but we're going to be doing some little videos, some little shorts and stuff like that to formally announce, these vendors as sponsors and kind of giving them their little credit and, talk about them a little bit. And we'll be doing that a lot throughout the year between now and the event. But obviously, Legendary USA, if you didn't already know, is a sponsor of our channel. And Chris from Legendary USA is an awesome dude and a huge supporter of the channel. And he not only is he a channel sponsor, but he hopped in with it like a platinum level sponsor. And when we say that platinum level, basically what I did, guys, was just so you know, full transparency. We kind of came up with kind of a form for sponsorships because we needed something to give sponsors when we go try to get sponsors. We had to kind of have some information for them. So we kind of came up with different tiers of sponsorship and kind of what they would get for their sponsorship. It's kind of basic. But platinum level was the highest one. And, Chris didn't hesitate to be like, I'm in on that. So he already donated, he already paid his sponsorship money. We have a local guy who I'm friends with that we played football at the same college. He owns a couple of bar restaurants in South Jersey. And he owns Bobby Ray's Black Horse Tavern on the Black Horse Pike down in South Jersey. Really, really close to Barb's Harley Davidson. If you ever go there, you would pass right by it. But he wanted to get involved and support, so he was a big platinum level sponsor on that too. Then we had Epic Eyewear come in, to donate. We had obviously the Iron Horse Inn, which our video today was about. They donated the rooms. We've got Advan Black is donating some gift cards to raffle off. We've got who else do we have? We got Custom Dynamics. Thanks to Bry here, got us Custom Dynamics is already locked in. I think those are the ones locked in right now. We're working with another one of your vendors. We're close to locking up, and we're still working with a few of our people that we regularly work with who are they're going to get involved somehow, way, shape, or form. They've already said they are. It's just a matter of exactly what they get involved with. But so yeah, we've got some great sponsors. You'll see them. They'll be on our flyers and stuff like that. We'll be talking about them. Depending on what level of sponsor they are, they're going to get a full video from us, kind of hyping up whatever their business is and talking about it. So it's going to be fun, man. It's really cool to see how quickly a lot of these people were in on it.
Fast.
The cause, they feel like the cause is an awesome cause, as almost all of us do. I mean, bikers are the most charitable people, and especially when you talk about veterans or children, they're in a heartbeat to donate. So cool to see these companies kind of putting their money where their mouth is and helping us out. And I'm excited, and and we're going to make money for the charity off of the vendors and the food trucks too. So getting the commitments from them is just more money in the pot for the for the cause. So
Yeah, I mean it's
go ahead.
no, it's really going to be great. I mean, the cool part about this is if you can't ride, you don't have the means or the vacation, you can do a turn and burn in the car. Nobody cares, right? Because
Right.
it's going to be a hangout, and I think
Yeah,
that's
so
what's really great.
it's kind of funny how this is kind of morphed, man, because obviously having a motorcycle channel and being riders, motorcycle people, this kind of started out as this is going to be a big motorcycle event, and it still is going to be a big motorcycle event, but it's really kind of started to morph into more than that. You don't have to ride to be a part of this, to come out to the event.
Mhm.
Listen to the music, eat food, drink some beer, and shop the vendors. You don't have to. You can drive your car. It's whatever. If you're not in the poker run, it's just going to cost you $5 to get in. And that's going right to the charity. And then you come in and you shop and you give the vendors some love and buy some of their products. But and if you want to do the poker run and you don't ride, you can drive it. I don't care, man. This money is going towards charity, so I'm not really being real picky about it. If you
I
want to
didn't think about that. That's a really good idea. I would have never thought of that.
well, I didn't either, but I got a really close friend that doesn't ride. One of my best friends, and I was talking to him. He's a Cherry Hill police officer, and he was helping me with different people that might want to sponsor or be vendors. And he said, "I'm gonna come. I don't ride, but if you don't care, I'll come and I'll just drive it." And I'm like, "I don't care, man. If you're paying the registration fee that's going to charity, I don't care."
Yeah. No, and
I'm
I think
not going to be picky about whose money I'm taking to give to charity. So.
yeah, and I think that's really cool because there's a lot of YouTubers that I talk to that they're a few states away or something. You can ride, nobody cares. I mean, the
Yeah.
cool part is we're hoping to do a meetup at least at a certain time. Obviously, we're all going to be there, but Bert and George and myself, everybody's going to be busy, but we're going to try and make time to have that, to meet everybody and to just kind of hang out because there's so many people. I mean, just in the side chat alone that I've never met.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, and we're hoping to do, and George has talked about this a little bit, and we haven't even really got into the planning aspect. But for those of the folks that we know, we're hoping to be able to do something that following day on Sunday, kind of a get together with those people who we actually met and are friends with. So different content creators and stuff. Some of them are on here, but we're just gonna make a big weekend out of it and have as much fun as we can and raise as much money as we can. So it should be a good time.
Yeah, it really will be. And the thing too is, and Bert touched on it, I'm going to take the end of the week and the beginning of the next week off. So Friday, when you guys get into town, I'll be around. So hopefully those 3 days we can, find time to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
really
be taking that Friday off too. There'll be a lot to do, but we've already had, man. I've seen on the comments already. People that have already said they're planning to come from far. We've got, we know people from down south, Droop and Joe and some of those guys down in the south, and then we got somebody on one of the comments said he lived in Canada and he was planning on coming, and I saw somebody from West Virginia said they were planning on coming. So I mean, it's pretty cool. When we've had our just our Baggers and Brews group rides that we've done the last couple of years, we've had people come from all over, man. It's really, really cool that people, rode that far to come hang out. So now it's even a better cause. So there's no excuse not to come from far.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys, shameless plug, if you listen to the V Twin podcast with Denver on it, Harley Fatboy Jr. is flying in from Oregon for the event. I kid you not, he has scheduled time to fly in. So if you can make it happen from Oregon, you have no excuses. So it's gonna be in Mount Holly, New Jersey, which is exit 5 off Turnpike. There is a list on the website for hotels, camping spots. It's going to be good.
Yeah, there's we posted that list. Bri was nice enough to organize a list of hotels and campgrounds in the area, and we posted that on our community page on YouTube. We posted that. I think on Instagram and Facebook. But if you're someone who's interested in that and you can't find it, send us a DM, either Bri or myself. On Insta, we have it. We can send it right to you if you're interested in finding out what hotels are nearby. Not a problem.
Where's the link? I can't find it. I was looking for it.
Link for
you have the website. Where's the? I thought there was the website with the with all the information on it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll post it in the description after the video is over. But it's like I said, it's huge, and like Bert said, I mean, if you're in this area, not that it wasn't for all of us, but 9/11 was it very much hit home because it's not that far away, and we just don't do enough for vets, and I think it's a great idea. Especially when, even if you're kind of nervous about donating money, you can donate it directly to the site. You don't have to worry about, where your money's going. And I just think it's a really great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the beauty of it. When you get involved with Tunnel to Towers, like there's a process. They're a big organization, right? So they kind of vet, people that want to use their name as like raising money, to say they're raising money. So you kind of got to apply and fill out a bunch of stuff. So they're a legit organization, and they actually set up the fundraising page for you and then just provide you the link. So that money, if you go, you don't have to worry about, Baggers and Brews, doing something shady with the money. We're not even touching it. It's going to go straight there. It's going to sit in that account until the closing date, which we gave them, which is December 31st. And then it goes right to the foundation. So you don't have to worry about that at all.
I was thinking about this the other day. If everyone, obviously it's not going to happen, but if every one of my subscribers and every one of your subscribers gave money, there's 30 grand right there.
Yeah.
It's insane. And if everyone gave $5, you could blow the 50 grand out. No problem.
Yeah, man. And it's one of those things, man. It's like, it's hard asking people for money, which is one of the reasons it took us this long to do it. Getting comfortable enough to be able to ask people for money, because times are tough for a lot of people. We get that, but it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't have to be a lot, man. And the reason that we can keep beating it, and mentioning this is, that sounded really weird. Not beating it like that, but beating this into you guys and talking about it. I know some people, probably are saying this is all you guys are talking about, but you mention it to people and they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. But then they don't go do it right away. And then they forget, and I obviously have the ability to go see what's been donated. So I know firsthand, like people say, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. But then, out of sight, out of mind, they forget about it. So I'm hoping that when we're actually talking to you about it, like now on this live stream, you go do it now, like while you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, once this live stream ends, you're going to forget about it and go about your business, So got to get people to, do it when they're thinking about it. Go ahead. Yeah.
And that's just it. I mean, I don't know if you saw UCM Pigs. He's already booked his room, and that was booked like a month ago.
That's awesome.
And, it's going to be great. It's going to be great to meet everybody. I think it's a great cause. And to Bert's point, I was surprised just how quick responses came in from people. Like I was sending out emails and literally getting responses within hours from companies we work with. Like we're in. I mean,
and I haven't even, we're planning on, we're going to, kind of hit the streets locally and go to local businesses, and pitch it and try to get them to get involved. We haven't even started doing that yet. So, even if we got a couple more of that, and a couple more from the other vendors and whatnot, man, it's just like, listen, if you're in the side chat, and you have a business or somebody with a business, mention it, man. If they want to, it's a tax write-off, it's charity. So it doesn't have to be a lot. We kind of have this form. If you're interested in it, we can email it to you. But, excuse me. It's not a, pick one of these or nothing, man. If you have a business that wants to donate $50, great, we'll take it. You know what I mean? So, if you happen to be in a side chat and you own, like, say, a concrete business, and you want to, and you're down in Tennessee and you want to send some money up,
you're a big Instagrammer.
You're a big Instagrammer making all kinds of money, you want to donate, go for it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys have seen the original video, and I'll put a link to that too with the announcement. But I thought George is something that would really hit home. It's like, well, I don't remember the exact quote, but it would be better to have 50,000 people give $1 than it was for one person to, to put the money. Yeah, because you can all be involved, and even if you wanted to donate, $5, it's like anything. It all adds up.
Yeah, if you can't afford to go put a big chunk in there, man, you could. And that's the other thing. Like, you're not limited. The page is open from now till December 31st, so you could go in there once a month if you want and just give $5.
Yeah,
and I think I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like I saw something in there where you can go and do a reoccurring payment. So if you wanted to go in and say I'm going to give $5, once a month, you can go and just set it up to do that. So there's lots of ways. And again, man, we're not asking anybody to come out and donate huge. Like, yeah, we'll take it if you want to and you want to be generous. Great, we're not going to say no, but we know how it is too, And if like you said, if everybody that subscribed to us, if everybody that subscribed to our channel gave $1, that's like 18 grand right there.
Yeah.
We're halfway there. So yeah, it's I know how it is, and it's really awkward trying to ask people for money because everybody's in a different position in life, and we all know the economy ain't great, and people are struggling, and gas prices are nuts, and food prices are nuts, and getting by is crazy. But if you stop for a minute and think about what you really have, and what our veterans have sacrificed, the ones that are coming home with mangled bodies from giving it all for us, it's really not asking a lot, for a couple bucks.
Hey, Bob, that's if you're serious, reach out to him because that question's already been posed. He wants to get a bike. So that would be awesome. What was your question, Toby? Let's see. That's a good question, Bert. How can they enter the raffle on behalf of another veteran?
Like a specific veteran that you have in mind?
Yeah, I think if I'm understanding. So
I mean, if that's what you want to do, just go in and enter it. And if you win, you don't have to take the prize. You can just give it to that veteran. If you want to, just so that we know, when you go in and put in the comment Iron Horse, in the comment box, you can put in there as well, like on behalf of whoever it is that you're talking about, or whatever. We'll figure that part out. Like, that's certainly not a problem, if that's what we want to do. If you win it and you want to give it to somebody else because you're not going, that's fine too. And what I would say is if you put in to win this, and you win it and then you can't go, I would just ask that you would let us know, because that way we could either redraw and give it to somebody that actually can go, or worst case, give the rooms back to the Iron Horse so that they could, rent them out. I mean, I'd hate to have them just, you win it and you don't go and it's just kind of wasted, but
yeah,
that's all stuff, we can cross that bridge when we get there.
Or you could sell it and give the money back. So there's all kinds of creative.
There's lots of options. I would hate to see,
sure,
the rooms just go unused, for the rally. Cause, we're going to have, Andy is the lady, who owns it. And she's really cool. We had a conversation with her on the phone. She's really cool. She's very passionate about their business and their hotel motel. I think she called it a motel. I don't want to be disrespectful and call it a motel if it's a hotel, but whatever. It's they're really passionate about it. They say it's family owned, it's family operated. They put a lot of effort into it, and they said everybody that comes and stays there for the first time ends up rebooking for the next year because they have such a good time there. So it's pretty cool, man. It's, kind of a little more old school. It's not a big fancy hotel. The rooms aren't like loaded with, I don't think they have a refrigerator and stuff like that. They're basic, clean rooms, but they got 2 beds in them. So if you're looking to go with a few guys or whatever, or 2 couples, or I mean, I don't know how freaky you are. You could even get 4 couples in because there's 2 queens in each room, So depends on how close you are with those couples, but there's a lot of options. It's 2 rooms, it's 4 beds. That could be 4 guys if you got, you and 3 friends, whatever, man. You do what you want with it, but it's there. It's available for the winning. So Put your money
Yeah,
in.
I mean, you're certainly not going to get that if you book now. So it's a great opportunity. So the
Yeah.
poker run's going to have what, 5 stops, give or take?
So the poker run will have 5 stops, but it'll be
Okay.
7 cards because 5 stops not including the starting spot and the ending spot. So we're playing a little Texas Hold'em. You're going to get 7 cards and make your best hand. It's not going to be a crazy long ride. I'm not sending you on like a 150-mile ride because I really want people to do the poker run and enjoy the poker run, but I also want them to get to the finish line where the event is so that you can hang out and spend time there. So it's probably going to be somewhere in the range of 70 to 80 miles total. And you're kind of going to start down south at Fielder's Pub and just work your way up to where we are in Mount Holly. I have stops in mind, but I haven't really gotten that far as to like planning that route because obviously I have to reach out to every one of those places and make sure it's okay with them. So I haven't done that yet, but we'll get that figured out here in the next few months or whatever.
And Kate and I will be manning one of the stops. So it'll be really cool if you do the poker ride to hang out with you guys, but we'll be at the beginning, at the end, and then manning our stop as well. So if you guys haven't been to the event, Fielders is a fantastic breakfast and it's cheap, like ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
Really, really good food.
Mad Matt has a good comment there.
What's that?
Apparently he's either stayed there or just knows them, but yeah, he says they're good.
Oh, Nomad Matt's a great dude.
Yeah. I know the 5 Dirty Bikers are connected with them because they
Toby said something here. Where is it?
I believe they did their meetup or something there, or they stayed there last year. Something like to that effect. They did something from there. They did I feel like they said they did one of their live podcasts from there.
They did.
But yeah, so that's kind of how we that's kind of how Andy found us because she's a friend of the 5 Dirty Bikers and she was watching the live that we were on with them, and that's when she like reached out the next day and said they wanted to help. So really cool. Somebody asked a question: have I reached out to the Nom Knights? Not yet. Not yet. I have spoken with. I did know. I believe he's the president, but I'm not sure. A guy who's in, and that might be the president of the Infinite Skulls, which is an MC, a military MC locally here, and he told me that he was gonna make sure that all their members were attending. So that was kind of cool. But no, I haven't reached out to the Nom Knights yet. I need to do that. I want to reach out to the Green Knights, which is the Air Force MC. So yeah, we're gonna reach out to some local stuff. I hear what is it? The Legion has riders, the Legion riders or something like that, the American Legion. So we'll try to reach out to them and see if they can get involved and at least show up. Trying to get as many people there as possible, man. I mean, I want it to be honestly, I want it to be more than we can handle.
That'd be awesome.
If that makes any sense, right? Like I want to be overwhelmed, and that's the goal. And that's why I'm going out and getting vendors, and I'm getting as many vendors as possible because the location has, I don't know if you've seen it, but it has a massive field, and we could fit 100 vendors in there easily and still have room. So that's what I want. I want to have as many vendors so when people come, there's stuff to look at, there's stuff to do, walk around, shop, listen to music, drink some beers, eat some food, have some biker games, have a good time, and just kind of hang out. It's a one-day thing, so just kind of everybody hang out there and just mingle and meet people and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interest, and you can see in the side chat a lot of people that are coming from the community. And I mean, the cool part, even with the Baggers and Brews events, not just, but is getting a chance to put a face to a name, and getting a chance to hang out. And I think it's really cool too, because if you do a ride, it kind of seems by the end of the ride, people just check out. They're like done. They hang out for a few minutes. This is going to be a really great chance it goes to what, 7? I think you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah, so you can hang out, even if you do the ride, there's plenty of time to hang out.
Yeah,
Support
Toby,
the
you're
local.
right. I was thinking Air Force because all the guys I know that are in it are Air Force. But yeah, you're right. It's the military. And then there's isn't it the red ones, the red knights, aren't they firefighters? I think. So I'm hoping I'm posting a lot of stuff on different groups and pages in Facebook, hoping that this info spreads to people I don't know, and it's been working, man. I've posted it on a lot of pages, and I've gotten a lot of emails from people that want to be involved, and I will have to go on there. And I mean, any of you guys are welcome to on our behalf, just mention it to people. If you know somebody in one of these groups, mention it to them. Give them our email, baggersandbrews@gmail. Tell them to hit us up if they're involved. But yeah, I'm going to be posting on a lot of different places and trying to see if anybody has connections with any of those clubs, any clubs really, other than any crazy, not really trying to get crashed by one centers. You know what I mean? It's
Well, in the positive,
we're not restricting. We're not saying anybody can't come. Anybody that wants to come and be a part of it and donate for the cause, we're down for that.
I think it's good too because
paramedics. I never heard of that. What'd you say? You think what's good?
The nice part too is if you can't make it in person, you can donate, or and the most important thing, especially with this, is we're all social media people, or a lot of us are. Is just spread the word, share it on social media. Talk to anybody. If you have a local, a local business that wants to send something that can be raffled off, send it. It doesn't have to be huge because at the end of the day, those dollars count. And that's a if they do a raffle for $100, that $100 is going directly to the charity. Nobody's skimming the top of it.
And listen, the business doesn't have to be local to us. If someone that wants to be involved and wants to do good, ask us for our sponsorship form. It kind of has on there what they're what they're going to get for, other than just donating for the cause to be a good person, and the charity write-off that it is, or the tax write-off that it is. There are things, depending on how much you donate, that we're going to do to promote your business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're not 100,000 or million subscribers, but we got a decent number, right? So we're going to use our platform as best we can, and the people that sponsor, at a certain level, that we'll do a custom video about their business and put it out there, and just kind of give them some publicity. So that doesn't matter where you are. If you have a business in Tennessee, we can still create a video and put it out there and kind of hype up your business. It's you scratch our back, we're scratching yours, kind of.
Yeah, and the nice part too is that at a certain level, you're going to they're getting their logo on there. It's going to be everywhere on social media. I don't think you can go a day without seeing it on the Baggers and Brews, but the more people that could share this, I mean, obviously we want a huge turnout, but the more people that not only if you show up, but if you can share it and try and spread the word. I mean, like Bert said, every little bit helps.
That's what I've told some people. Like, if you're somebody that just you can't physically get here, you're too far, you can't get the time off, whatever. That's okay. You can still help this cause, man, by sharing it on whatever social media pages you have, sharing it with your friends, getting it out to as many people as possible. Because, like you said, you don't have to come to be able to donate, and that's why we wanted to do that online kind of platform, because I know not everybody can come, but anybody can donate. So.
Yeah, and I know that there's other events that weekend, but I really think it's important that if you can make it and support it, it'd be great. Hopefully, not only can you support it, but you can make it and have a chance to kind of mix with everybody, and really have a chance to meet people. That was the best part of the event, is getting to meet people face to face. And the other thing too is if you're a creator, if you could share this in a video, share it in multiple videos. If you're going to be there, push the idea that you're going to be there, and push the idea that we are going to have a creator meetup, because it's the more that the community ourselves can spread this message, it's just the bigger that we can make it. and even if it's a video or two, if you could make a video about the event so we all can share that over and over, it keeps the message fresh too, because that's the same people beating the dead horse.
Yeah.
How far are we from
Picatinny? Is that North Jersey or is that New York? I'm not sure. It sounds super familiar. Williamstown. I'm not sure which Williamstown you're talking about, because there's Williamstown in PA, there's Williamstown in Jersey. I'm not sure. I know someone said.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
Maybe it was Fact-Lied. It might have been Fact-Lied or Cal Fire that said they were going to be in Gettysburg for the whole weekend, but they were going to shoot down to the event on Saturday. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Fat and Kelt are going to come down for the day, which I think is awesome. And Big Gib, thank you. I mean, I really appreciate you sharing it. It doesn't matter, man. 100 subscribers, 3 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000, man.
Hey, man, there's a really good chance that you've got some that aren't subscribed to us. So, you know what I mean? That overlap is necessary to reach as many people as possible. Yeah, Picatinny's in North Jersey. Yeah. I don't know. Why was Toby asking?
I have no idea.
Toby, why were you asking? Let us know. And Hudson Motor Visual, yeah, I think, if I'm not wrong, I think you're in the same club as another big YouTuber. And if I'm not wrong, he knows about it too, and he was interested in trying to help us in any way he can. I know he's got a really busy 2024 season for his channel and a lot of traveling, so I don't know that he's able. He doesn't know yet if he's able to make the event, but he did tell me that he would help in any way possible. So hopefully we can get him involved, and maybe some of your club members, can make it down. That would be awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, Dave's been to the last 2 events. So yeah, I mean, it's always great.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is, just thought about this. If you're coming from outside the area, it's a really good opportunity to meet up with other people in the community, or even not in the community, just ride up together. Because I know a lot of the folks, you're either going through an area that other YouTubers and people are in, so you have a chance to, ride to each other and, meet up with that. I asked because the city's what it says.
Thanks, man. Yeah, hit him up, and I haven't talked to him in a while, but hit him up and see what his schedule looks like now that we have a date set. Because I think the last time I talked to him, we hadn't had a date set. So see what he's got going on. I mean, if he can't, that's fine, but maybe he can just, do some mentions in his videos, because obviously his videos reach a lot more guys than ours do. So it'd be awesome if he can just do some mentions, and I'm going to talk to him about it too, but you'll see him probably before I talk to him.
Yeah, I mean,
right, hold on, I'm going to grab another beer real quick.
No, he's getting beers. Thirsty Thursday. But again, I don't mean to be like a dead horse. If you are a creator, you have the opportunity to share the message, and hopefully share it multiple times. It kind of spreads the message out, because Bert, myself, and George, we're going to be sharing the message, but we're only 2 channels. So the more channels that share it, and certainly as we stagger them out, it's going to be really great. That we can keep spreading the message out. And like Bert said, not everybody follows everybody. And UCM Pigs just said he's coming up from Eastern Shore. If anybody wants to come up with him. So I think it's a really good chance to network. And here he is, my boy Mike Gay's in the house. What's up, sir? He's coming up from the shore. There's and that's what I'd love to see. Not only can we make that Saturday a big deal, but if we really could spread the message, to meet up with people and have this an opportunity to network. I mean, especially if you're a creator, there's such a great chance to network here. There's going to be, there's some big brands. Can I talk about my stop, or am I?
There's a good chance there'll be, different motorcycle related vendors there. We're not Daytona. We're not going to have, big brands there, but there are a lot of Instagram companies and clothing lines and things like that we have connections with through our friend Sam, obviously, who he's put on some events here locally and had a lot of good vendors there. So there might be some of those there that you can meet and then who knows? Maybe you guys can get, if you're a creator, maybe you can end up collaborating with them, and it benefits you in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can network, especially in this community. Can I talk about?
It's huge, man. And aside from the fact that we're trying to do good for the vets and raise money for them, this experience so far, and like we're just getting going, but this experience so far, I've already met a ton of people that I never would have met, which it can only benefit me in the long run. You know what I mean? I've met people through posting and asking questions on Facebook, and now it's somebody that I can reach out to if I have a question, about something, related to whatever, that was. So it's kind of cool that, like you said, networking is huge.
Yeah. I mean, networking is huge. We have in the works, especially like the brands that support our channels are supporting it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing poker stops. Can I talk about who's doing that, or
wait, what's this?
My stop. Can I talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Custom Dynamics is sponsoring the stop that I'm doing, which a huge shout out to Dave and his team from Custom Dynamics.
Yeah.
They're a huge channel supporter. So my bike's going to be there. We're probably going to have swag to give out. And there's going to be a really great opportunity to meet, a lot of people. There's just so much that's going to be going on. And I think the hangout idea is really great because it's really hard. I think these poker runs and stuff are really a lot of fun, or like the Beggars and Brews ride last year.
Yeah.
But it's hard because by the time you get done, you've eaten up your whole day. You don't have time to hang out, or if you're coming from a distance, you want to get out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sean wants to throw out there what he paid, but the hotels are really reasonable if you book now, and there's so many of them in the area.
Yeah, I mean, we're not this isn't a tourist destination area. So, I mean, even the nicer hotels that are on your list shouldn't be crazy at all. It's not that kind of an area, so there's not a lot going on around our area that people would be, flocking to it for. So, yeah, you should be able to get a decent room.
There's a lot of local breweries there. There's a lot of places to eat. Like it's not going to be one of the experiences where you're. And again, I don't mean to harp on it, but if you want to go and you want to do an event, this isn't Sturgis or Daytona. I mean, you're not going to be blowing a ton of money to get there. Wait a minute. He's going to camp behind. Monk, you show up. See, there it is. He's already committed. I see it.
He didn't say what state he was camping in.
There's always an out with that guy. What's up, Monk? Thanks for popping in.
It's funny, though. You mentioned Custom Dynamics, obviously, and anybody that watches our channel knows that we're 3D channel, right?
Oh, I can take my headphones off.
No, but the point being, right, is that
we're all in it together.
People are going to be like, oh, how are they sponsored? Well, this is for charity, man, and it's I would hope that all these brands would understand that. Like, I'm not, they're not sponsoring our channel; they're sponsoring this event, and we plan to have, custom 3D involved as well. We've talked to them. We're working on that. I mean, I don't care how many competing brands are involved. Mm-hmm. This is bigger than our channels and that kind of crap. This is for our veterans. This is for our first responders. And so I would hope that these vendors understand that, and there's no bad blood or anything like that, because we have Custom Dynamics involved, and we're a 3D channel. That's not going to change. We're super dedicated to I keep saying, now you got me saying Custom Dynamics. 3D, we love their product. Custom Dynamics is another huge company with great products. It's just a matter of what you prefer, and it doesn't really matter. It's not that kind of thing, It's not. There's no bad blood there. It's just we're all in this together, trying to raise money for veterans and first responders. So.
And that was one of the questions I had speaking to companies. I'm like, well, all of us are on, not completely, but we're on different teams, if you will. And the first thing that everyone said is, you know what, if this is going to veterans, we're all in. Yeah. And I think that's great. There's no competing of ego with these brands.
Yeah. And not that it's the reason, that's not the reason I got you involved, but it's definitely a benefit, because you do use, mm-hmm. and you do have contacts with companies that we don't, we're not involved with. So it's just a benefit for us, you know. So I'll take it. I'll take anybody that wants to be involved, anybody that wants to contribute. You know, I don't care. We'll take it.
Yeah, and I mean it's a win-win, right? Because regardless of what brand you're loyal to or what brand you use, what's your comment about rising tide, right? Raises all ships. Like this is
Yep.
a huge win. You know, it's a huge chance to show our support from the community, and it's a huge opportunity to put these brands out there that, I mean, quite frankly, you probably already know, but like Legendary USA is a local brand. Are they going to be selling merchandise there?
He, as far as I know, that's his plan. Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll have some of his leather products there, and probably some of his t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. So he does plan to. He does that kind of stuff. He does a lot of different events. He does a lot in the MC world. He's heavily connected to the MC culture up here in Jersey, and they ask him to do a lot of their parties and their events and stuff. So he's very familiar with, you know, going out and doing these kind of, you know, having us set up to bring a tent and bring his product and stuff like that and sell. So that's his plan. And I forgot, man, if I, you know, because when you mentioned this earlier, I was like, oh crap, that's right, we have this tonight. I meant to text him and tell him to be on tonight because we were talking about this, but I forgot about it.
Well, we can always have him on another time. I'd love to sit and talk to him. But yeah, so
we're gonna have him on. He's an awesome dude. So we're gonna have him on at some point.
Yeah.
Just like the owners of the Iron Horse Inn. And I'm planning on, listen, I know you guys are going to get tired of it, but I plan on, you know, being on several other people's live streams talking about this. So,
well, and that's the other thing too. If you have a channel, you do live streams, you know, reach out to Bert and get him on there.
Yeah.
You know,
George.
Yeah. We don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
okay.
I've already talked to Denver. We got to pick a date with him to go on his. And I already promised Dr. Harley, you know, we'd come on his and be on his live stream. So I at least got those two kind of coming up sometime soon. And anybody else that's interested, if you do want and you want to hang out and talk about this kind of stuff, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about spreading the message. And Legendary USA too is all their stuff, all their personally branded stuff's made in the States.
Yes.
So not only you're supporting veterans, but you're supporting American-made products. You're supporting a small business. And it's really cool. They're going to have their stuff there because if you guys don't know, they sponsor Bert and George's podcast. Yeah. So it's a really great opportunity to support a small business that's supporting the community.
Yeah, and not only is Chris a small local business, you know, just trying to make it in this crazy economy, but he's also heavy into the old school motorcycle culture. You know, he's really big into the old school motorcycle kind of traditional stuff. So he puts a lot of that. If you don't follow him on Instagram, he's a good follow on Instagram. He posts a lot of stuff about that. So, and he's a really good dude. So check him out, Legendary USA on Instagram. Give him a follow.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big deal. You know, and like I said, if you have a chance to promote it in any way, it would be huge because
and not to cut you off, sorry, just popped into my head. If you guys, you know, the suggestion box, as they say, is open. If you guys have some sort of idea or suggestions for all alternate ways that we can raise money for this event or this charity this year, yo, shoot us a message, man. We are not shooting down ideas. If it's a good idea and we can do it and it'll raise money, we'll figure out how to do it.
Oh, I just had a really good idea. I'll have to circle back on that one. What? Just go ahead and support the event because this is the abuse I've been getting since it started.
Listen, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you your kudos real quick. Huge thank you. Huge shout out to Bri for. He's done a lot to help me out. We've been in like almost constant communication for the last couple months on this thing. He's brought a lot of sponsors and different people into this. He's reached out to a lot of people. He's done a ton of legwork. He's organized that hotel list. And it's hugely appreciated because yes, Baggers and Brews has 2 people, but George, you know, is doing our 2 video edits a week. He's traveling a ton for work. He's taking care of his mom, who now just moved in with them. If you know, and that's been a big process. He's had to undergo a bathroom remodel and now a kitchen remodel. So he's busy with a lot of stuff. So Bri has really been able to pick up the slack and help me out, where George has been too busy to do some of that stuff because he's doing, you know, again, our videos still have to come out, and that's, you know, something that he's working on every week. So Bri has really picked up the slack there and helped me out, you know, like he's part of the channel. So I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You're a huge help, and I know you're going to be even more help between now and then. So
I'm humbled to be a part of it. I mean, it's certainly not something I could pull off with the size of my channel, and I think it's great. I mean, it's just a fantastic opportunity. See, they're already asking for event shirts.
Yeah, so we'll have event shirts somehow, some way. If I have to create them on the way we make our shirts, or if we have somebody that steps up and wants to help us, we're gonna have event shirts. I've had a bunch of people say that the logo that we have on our flyer is pretty cool, so maybe we'll use that. But yeah, we're going to get something going. Now, also, along with all of this, we are working on, and it's not ready yet, but the plan is to have our own website launch here pretty soon. That's another thing George has been working on. So when we get that launched, we'll have all our information in one place, and hopefully that'll be a place where you can pre-register for the poker run. And maybe buy T-shirts. I don't know. It's a really good possibility. I mean, it's not done. It's not ready yet, but that's what we're shooting for. We'd like to get that up and running as soon as possible, so that we can keep, you know, we can have one central place where you guys can go for all the information.
Yeah, and not that we're going to get into
pocket tees,
but there have been companies that have offered to work with that.
Yeah,
and the cool part too is, again, if you can't make it, and you can buy merch from it, you know, it's a great way to support it.
Yeah, and you know, and if we make and sell teas, all the profits from that would go, you know, to this charity. We wouldn't keep any of that. That would all go right to the charity.
That logo would be badass on a shirt.
Oh, also, if anybody watching knows or has any connections with a business that makes banners, please let me know. If you have any connections with anybody that owns a business that makes banners, because we're going to need to make some banners for the event, and I haven't even begun to start searching for that. But that's something where we're going to need several banners for, you know, our sponsors and stuff like that. That's part of what we're promising them as part of their sponsorship. So if you know somebody, hit us up. Again, this is one of the reasons we're having, you know, doing these lives and stuff, not just to get you, not just to, you know, try to get you guys to donate, but also to kind of like get connected with you guys, because you people might know people that George and I don't know, or that Bri doesn't know, that, you know, you might know somebody that owns a business that can help us in something that we need, that we're looking for the event. So that's kind of another reason to do these lives and talk about it so much, because if just one person out here in the side chat's like, hey, you know, my brother-in-law has a business that does that, you know, that connection is huge. So please, if you know somebody that has that kind of business, hit us up, baggersandbrews@gmail.com.
Yeah. Oh, event beer cozy. That's actually a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, we're going to have our own tent as well, selling our merch. So if nothing else, we hopefully will have some koozies for sale.
There you go. Yeah, that would be cool. So you go. Now, will you autograph it at the event? I mean, can we step it up?
Who's autographing?
Are you going to autograph T-shirts at the event? Limited time.
If you want me to autograph, if you want me to ruin your shirt, I will.
Toby's saying to reach out to the Badgers. That's an idea. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've posted some things, you know, on the Badgers New Jersey Facebook page. I don't want to bombard them with stuff, because I know they got a lot of their own stuff going on. But if they want to get involved and help, man, they're more than willing. They're more than able to. If they want to, they know where to find us.
Yeah, and
Pocket tees. Oh, I can't say pocket tees. We'll think about it. We'll think about the pocket tees. It goes against everything I believe in, but we'll think about it. Pocket tees to put my smokes in. Pocket tee.
But again, and I know we're beating this, but to Bert's point, if everyone could share this as much as possible and the information as it grows, it would go a huge way. Oh, Frank's in the house. Is Frank bringing the helicopter? Frank, can you bring the helicopter to Duke's Tavern?
Ooh, helicopter rides.
Yes. No one will catch on. It's
We'll
fine.
raffle off a helicopter ride with Frank.
Yeah. He'll give you helicopter lessons while you're there. Oh shit, we're gonna get him fired. But yeah, I mean, this is just a great opportunity. You can see, I mean, if you look at just,
it's not a t-shirt though. That's different. This is a shop shirt. I got to put all my tools in the pocket.
Bob has all the tools. Who you kidding?
All the tools.
A dunk tank. See, there you go.
Oh gosh, why do women always think of that? Because Carolyn and Stacy already said that. Everybody wants to dunk Bert. You can be in the dunk tank. I'm like, I'm not being in a dunk tank.
You can't be out, Frank. You're going to hang out with me and give out cards.
I got a question for the side chat. Whether you're going or not, it doesn't matter. Do you think there should be an ice cream or a snow cone truck there at the event? It's going to be in July. It's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
If we get Rita, find one of those? Should reach out to Rita's. That's a good idea, actually.
Rita's, huh? I don't know if they have trucks, though.
If I get the Dunkin' Donuts mobile truck to show up, I'm quitting YouTube. That would be my biggest accomplishment of my life. I think, you know what, though? Maybe that means that Celtfire wants to get in the dunk tank.
Probably.
Maybe we can raise some money.
I can see that.
Mr. Softy, wet t-shirt. All right, now we've jumped the shark. Rita's mobile.
No, Mr. Softy was on my radar.
We could make this work.
It's July, man. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Refreshments would be good. Maybe I'll look into that.
It's going to be a good time.
Any other recommendations or suggestions from the Peanut Gallery?
Yeah, and that brings up a good point too, man. If you have thoughts or vendors or ideas or you need to know about the event, reach out to one of us on social, because the whole goal here is to make this event as smooth as possible for you to get to enjoy, and not to make it a hard event. It's going to be pretty straightforward, which is great.
It's going to be fun, man.
Like Bert said too, we're going to be around, at least I'll certainly be around Friday and Sunday. So hopefully we get a chance to meet up and do some other things.
Yeah. I was disappointed only because originally I had hoped to reach out. Obviously we're baggers and brewers, right? So I had hoped to reach out to local breweries and get them involved and maybe have them donate kegs or whatever, or show up and have a tent. But because of where we're at the Moose Lodge, that's not allowed. They have kind of strict rules on that, so they have to handle all the alcohol. So they will be selling the beer and alcohol. Basically, all I got to do is tell them what I want. They'll buy it all, and then they're going to sell it. And then that benefits them, right? So they can also make money off of the event as well. So so yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea, Monkey Hat. I didn't think about that. They could you found a loophole, Monk.
I wonder,
because it would be the same thing. Right?
If they donated the kegs and the Moose Lodge was responsible for like divvying it out or whatever, selling it, I'll have to look into that. I don't know. All I know is that they do have rules with the alcohol on their property, and they have to be in charge of the alcohol. I also had to pay like an alcohol insurance fee as part of the fee for the property for the rental. So they have, that was one of the few things that they had strict rules on. They don't have a lot of rules as far as what we can do. The alcohol they had to handle, and no bounce houses. it's in the Moose Lodge, the huge whatever their giant rule book is that the people at the top make for the Moose Lodge, no bounce houses. It's covered in their insurance policies. So I was like, that's all right. I didn't really plan on having a lot of kids there anyway, but
Yeah, we're a recreational marijuana state. You can have all kinds of fun in New Jersey. Yeah, we just, come hang out.
ironically, they did tell me they're
I
like,
know.
weed is not allowed in the building, but if people smoke weed, they just have to go out by the trees. I was like, what? Okay.
The tree law for crime. Wait, is that Sam?
Sammy P.
Sammy P's in the house. If you don't associate the name, Sam is one of the most badass blockers you could ever want to have.
He never played football.
No, but he's a hell of a blocker on that bike.
When it runs.
Well, come on now. We're not trying to dispensary. Jump shot.
Dispensary. Gummies. We sell gummies.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, I had a lady reach out to me today that wants to be a vendor. She sells natural
hemp,
natural dog and cat treats.
I'm in. Bring my cat.
Listen, man. Most bikers are like animal lovers and have dogs or pets. So I'm like, if they're there with their old lady, they're totally gonna freaking go buy some freaking kitty or dog treats, man. I'm like, I told the lady, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I mean, if you don't have to be a bike oriented business to support the event.
No, I'm relying on Sammy P there to get me my bike oriented vendors. I am going out and getting a lot of other stuff. I've got a guy who makes barbecue sauce and homemade meat rubs. That's going to be selling product there. I got a lady that makes homemade soap. I've got the dog treats. I got a guy that makes knives. I lost track. I got a lot of vendors lined up, man. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Come for the event, hang out.
My dog is stoned right now.
What? You got to talk to your dog about, responsible use of drugs. That's
Sammy
funny.
P, are we ripping tomorrow night?
What?
I don't know. What's it going to be? 30 degrees tomorrow?
30 degrees, icy, but yeah. That won't stop him.
He'll be out there in a t-shirt and shorts.
And his performance slides.
His performance jorts. When's the polar bear run? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, I got
we did the polar bear plunge a couple times on the channel a few years back. I haven't done it lately.
Oh, Sam's rocking shorts.
You have pneumonia.
That boy.
It was cold today here.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, man, I mean, I know you still have a hard stop, but like Bert said, man, any way you can support. If you can't attend the event, don't be afraid to drive if you want to get up here. If you can donate, absolutely great. But even if you can't, man, share the message, make a video about it, do some Instagram posts about it. Whatever you can do to help would be huge. Yeah, man. And pay attention to, the stuff we got coming out and some of the stuff we've had. There's going to be a lot of information about this event in the upcoming videos. Like I said, this year is dedicated to it. So if a lot of our videos, if we're not doing, parts installs and stuff like that, product reviews, we're going to be doing stuff for this event and for the charity. So a lot of information will be on our Instagram and on our YouTube page. So if you're not following, give us a follow on that. Because there's going to be a lot more to come, man. There's stuff happening. I'm getting emails every day. I'm getting new sponsors for this and new vendors for this every day. And we got a long ways to go. It's only January, right? Yeah.
Six, almost 7 months until the event.
It's going to be a lot of raffles too, right? So, high-end stuff.
Yeah. Hoping to have a bunch of different things that we're, like I said, right now we have the 3-night stay at the Iron Horse in Sturgis. If you have not seen that video, go check it out. All the details are in there, and the link to enter to donate and enter that chance to win is in that video. It'll be, and I'll be putting it on Instagram tomorrow and, every other couple days, whatever. It's good. Like I said, I'm going to bombard you guys with this because the only ways to raise money for charity is just to keep beating into people beat them into submission until they give some money. So that's what we're going to do, man, because like I said in the beginning, no matter how hard you think you got it, how bad the economy is, gas prices, food prices, whatever, it ain't as bad as what our veterans, many of them had to go through, and what they come back, with, the scars that they carry. So donating to this cause is going to be huge for a lot of them and for this foundation that does so much for them. So, I know a lot of people think they have it tough, but most of us don't have it half as bad as those guys. So, consider that.
There's people, with physical issues, mental health issues. It's a lot. So I think it's the least we could do is support them.
Yeah, man. We just got out of a 2-decade war, man. You know how many guys that affected? I'm sure there might be people in our side chat, it affected a lot of guys. I know a lot of guys, and it's the least we can do. Those of us that didn't go and deal with that.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other thing. Like Big Gibb says, we all know the VA isn't doing anything really to help them. So somebody's got to do it, man. And there's plenty of us to pick up that torch and make it happen. So consider it if you can. We got the whole year. You don't have to do it right now.
Yep.
Maybe later in the year you'll be in a better spot and you can do it then. But just don't forget about this and keep it in the back burner, in your brain. And if you can, like I said, man, like Bryce said, we have a lot of people following our channels. Monkey has a lot of people following his channel. Like everybody doing $1, we can raise a lot of money. You don't have to come in and donate big money. $1 from everybody is gonna be a lot of money. So look at it that way.
$1 would be a lot. 5 would be crazy from our subscribers. But yeah, I mean, it's a chance. Where's the hotel list? It's up somewhere, right? Because
I will repost that. I will repost that on the Baggers and Brews Facebook page. I will repost it in the Baggers and Brews community page on the YouTube channel, and I will post it to our Instagram page. I'll do all that later on.
Okay. And I'll share it as well, and we'll put it in the count or the description here. But if you can, if you're going to come, the sooner you book, obviously the cheaper it's going to be. And there's there's a lot to do in the area, and there's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts. So just come for the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
and the Wawa.
It's going to be July. You're going to have Jersey corn. You're going to have blueberries. Ooh. You're going to have Jersey tomatoes. If you come up here and you stay long enough, you can shoot down and you can check out the Jersey Shore and you can get your fist bump on.
Sammy P will show you how to fist bump.
Or you can ride up to Northwest Jersey, up in Bobby V's area and check out the mountains. Like, it's kind of, people crack on Jersey, but it's one of those places where, man, you could be in the mountains in the morning and down at the Jersey Shore by, early, late afternoon. It's like, or you could be in Philly, or you can be in New York. Like we have a lot going on here. We're not a big state, but there's a lot going on.
I mean, you can ride the Hawk's Nest. It's not that far. You can go up through New Hope, the River Gap. There's a lot of good riding if you choose to ride up here.
Or you can just cruise through the Jersey Pines, man. It's nice. They ain't the greatest roads, but there's some good scenery.
Yeah. There's also what is it, Atlantic County Harley that's got the little museum. There's some pretty cool stuff down here.
Atlantic County Harley is cool.
You're not that far from
cool.
Philly.
And not far from Feelers, on the same exact road as Feelers Pub.
Is it? I didn't realize it was on the same road.
Yeah, they're both on 30.
Okay.
Straight shot. Straight shot.
That's there you go. You can get a cheesesteak. I mean, cheesesteak, you get pork roll.
If you're from the South, get some pizza while you're up here.
Ooh, there you go.
Lots of good food up here.
Forget about it.
Lots of good food. McMillan's Donuts. What is that? I don't know that one. Is that a
Oh,
Jersey
but
thing?
that's a good point because there's a couple bakeries that are really good around here too. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you can spread the word any way you can, appreciate it. You can reach out to us on social. You know, if you've got vendor ideas or any ideas at all for the event, if you got companies, big, small,
Absolutely.
please,
Like I
please,
said,
please.
suggestion box is open, man. We're trying to make this as big as possible. So if you have a good idea and it's something we can do, we'll make it happen. Can't do it, we won't, but we're down to do whatever we can do to raise money. Piccalilli might actually be a stop on the it could actually be a stop on the poker run.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It might be. So yeah, man, I really appreciate you having me on to talk about this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said, and you guys, man, I repeat stuff a lot, you know, but I know some people will get tired of hearing about all this, but I don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, I made the commitment to. You still hear me?
Hmm?
I made the commitment to do this, so I'm all in. Whether it pisses people off or not, I'm going to be talking about it a lot. So, it is what it is.
It's the way to spread the message. So yeah, guys, if you could, like I said, spread the message. We hope to see everybody there. We'll have the list for booking a hotel if you want to come up. And remember, it is not solely a motorcycle event. If you can only drive up here, please do it. Carpool up. We don't care. But yeah,
definitely. It does. Yeah, definitely. Get here however you have to.
Yep. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a live. But yeah, man, if you're new here, please go ahead and check out Baggers and Brews and give them a subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. But it's all we had, guys. And make sure you check out the Baggers and Brews channel. Keep up to date with everything that's going on. Follow them on social media. And it's going to be a great event, man. I really hope to see everybody there.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Stay safe. See ya.